candidates starting to line up at the start line for next year's race for Chicago mayor.
That's right. Before incumbent Brandon Johnson has even officially made his plans clear, he already has attracted a challenger. We brought you this right here on the show yesterday morning. Susana Mendoza has been the Illinois comptroller for nearly a decade, and she joined us now live on the show. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Chicago.
Good morning, Chicago. Yes. All right. Well, Susana, you announced you wouldn't run for re-election for comptroller. We actually spoke to you about this almost a year ago now. After that, you said you were going on a tour of sorts across the community. Tell us how did you come to the decision to run for mayor, and what did you learn from the community during that tour?
Sure. Well, thank you. I went on this thank you and a listening tour, right, for the many years of trust from the public in my public service, but also to listen to Chicagoans directly in their homes, in restaurants, on the L, just on the streets of Chicago, asking them what their concerns were and how they thought I could have the biggest impact in helping address those. And we came to the conclusion that there are clearly three major challenges facing our city. We have a financial crisis, we have a crisis in public safety, and a crisis in confidence that things aren't going to get better. And so I really felt that I wanted to respond to the call to step up and do something about it, rather than just only focusing on listening and hearing about all the problems, trying to craft solutions to get things done. This city needs a new direction, a new leadership, and I'm stepping up to do that job.
Well, one of the things you just mentioned was the second point you heard from people was public safety. And You've actually spent the last few months talking about kind of like a tough on crime approach. And we have an X post that you made just last week, and it called these teen gatherings that we've been seeing in the city. You called them teen mob takeovers. You said they need to stop. And I'm really curious, because it's easier said than done when you talk about wanting them to stop. So if you were leading the city right now, what would you do differently than the current administration to tackle this issue?
Sure. Well, let me start by saying today is the last day of public schools in Chicago. It's supposed to be an amazing day. It is. It's beautiful weather, and we want to make sure that all of our kids are safe, right? So let's start with that. Beautiful city. We want all of our kids to enjoy it, and most importantly, every mother out there, and I'm one of a teenager myself, wants to make sure that my kids come home at night and that I know where they are. That is point number one. Number two is that we have to allow our police to be empowered to do things like have these spot curfews. What we're seeing work in other cities is something that we should perhaps model. Look at what's happening in Washington, D.C. with Mayor Bowser. She's got these targeted zones that are emergency called. They last about 4 days apiece. They don't allow for congregations of more than 9 kids at a time. The police chief is allowed to enact these, and in the zones where they've done these, over the last 2 years, they've had 0 teen takeovers actually be committed. And so we've seen a dramatic reduction in real time of things like this in cities that have already had to grapple with this before we did. So I don't think we have to necessarily reinvent the wheel, but empowering the police department to have these tools is step number one, and this mayor has been opposed to that.
And of course, Snelling also saying, though, he really wants to call on parents
100%.
Well.
That's what I mean. As a mom, you should know. As a father, as a mother, you need to know where your kids are and make sure that they're not going to those things. I'll tell you this. I'm the mother of a 13-year-old. They all think they're 25, right? At the end of the day, my son, I know, fears me and the wrath of mom more so than he does the government. But if the parents don't, know where their kids are, even worse, we heard last week, African-American families out of St. Sabina were saying that they knew parents who were personally taking their kids to these takeovers. If you're allowing that kind of behavior and you're not going to be parenting your child, then what happens is the government has to intervene when those kids end up jumping on cop cars, or worse yet, shooting people. So we've seen teenagers shot dead not far from here on these takeovers, and that behavior needs to stop, and if it happens, it has to be held accountable. Once you're holding people accountable for illegal behavior, I think we'll see people think twice about doing it.
Let's switch gears now. Let's talk about city council, because Brandon Johnson is not the first Chicago mayor to have this sort of strained relationship with alders. I want to ask you, what would you do differently? How would you make that relationship maybe more collaborative?
Well, I've had very great experience in this, both at the state level and at the city level, because I used to be a state rep for 10 years. At a time when the legislature was very divided, it was more of a 50-50 mix. So you had to learn to work across the aisle to get things done. It's different today, but back when I was there, that's what it was like. It was always a struggle. You had to figure out how to get people who don't agree with you to agree with you to get the ball moving forward. Same is true in the city council. I was city clerk for 5 years, and I passed multiple pieces of legislation as clerk. That meant I had to go talk to all the aldermen, build a consensus, pitch my ideas, and put the sweat equity behind getting the votes. That's something that this administration just hasn't been able to be successful at. And so bringing someone to lead this city who has strong experience, having done it and done it well in both the legislature and the city council, I think is going to be critically important. And the aldermen, I think, really want a good leader who they know they can work with, collaborate with, and who's going to have their back when they're having to make tough decisions to move this city forward.
All right, we have so much that we can cover, but we're out of time now. Thank you for joining us here on the show.
Thank you for having
me. We'll
me.
keep the conversations going. Lots to talk about as this continues. Thank you.
You got it. Good morning, everyone. Thanks.